Following authors of this research are Dr. Romy B. Moralista, Dr. Roger Rueda, Dr. Jodar P. Satubito, Dr. Annalyn Hanaban, Dr. Helen Vilbar. The title of our research is K-12 Teachers, Needs and Challenges in Times of Pandemic, a basis for instructional materials development. COVID-19 pandemic has had a profound impact on almost every aspect of society, including education. To prevent the virus from spreading further, the Philippines, like the majority of other countries around the world, implemented lockdown procedures which resulted in school closures, while educators were transitioning from traditional face-to-face learning to digital platforms for remote teaching. A slew of needs and challenges arose that necessitated immediate solutions as well as policy and procedures changes to provide equitable and appropriate remote learning to all learners. The traditional setting differs significantly from the online learning environment in terms of learners' motivation, satisfaction, and interaction. According to the findings of the study, in which 385 college students from various fields in Nepal were asked about their opinions regarding online classes that were being implemented during the COVID-19 lockdown, according to the Aditya and JA 2020. Even though the advances in educational technology over the last few decades have proven to be quite beneficial during this pandemic, teachers, students, parents, and other important educators were confronted with many challenges that they were unprepared to handle. Parents had to balance the demands on their jobs with the responsibility providing their children for access to instruction from home, and students struggled to stay engaged and connected with their teachers and peers online. School administrators and teachers were rushing to completely redesign their educational delivery models to investigate the extent to which COVID-19 has had an impact on teaching and learning on a national scale. A large number of academics have conducted extensive research on educational practices. Throughout the first 4 months of remote learning, several organizations conducted and reported on surveys in stages. This review included research studies that focused on the K-12 context in the Philippines, specifically on National High School in the 3rd Congressional District, Province of Iloilo. These studies included the sample population of the secondary school teachers, junior and senior high school, including the school principals. Teachers in the Philippines have closely shifted to online learning, have more needs in teaching, and face several obstacles as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The goal of this descriptive correlational research is to identify teachers' needs and challenges during this pandemic. According to the findings, the teachers' priority needs during the pandemic were books as teaching and learning resources to integrate content into my instruction, video, gadgets for learning to practice, and audio learning instructional materials. In times of pandemic, the most difficult challenges for K-12 teachers were improving learning outcomes, adhering to COVID-19 safety protocols, and inspiring learners to be more self-directed. Finally, there was a strong link between teachers' needs and challenges during pandemic. This demonstrates that when the needs were high, so were the challenges. It suggested that the DepEd officials and school principals prepare for future emergencies by developing clear emergency plans and fitting online mechanisms and trainings into current face-to-face classes and teachers' professional growth. Based on what this study found, the most important thing K-12 teachers needed a pandemic was books to use as teaching and learning resources and to help them integrate content into their lessons. The books were provided in every specialized subject, such as the researchers produced the output that meets the needs of the junior and senior high school teachers specifically teaching specialized subjects like in science, technology, and engineering, and mathematics, STEM strand, accountancy, business and management, ABM strand, humanities and social science or HUM strand, home economics, HE strand, and information and communications technology, ICT strand. As a result of the pandemic, a new effect has emerged. Because of the changes in the environment, there has been a strong demand for pedagogy and educational activities to be significantly revised. Even though the framework for educational efforts was laid many years before the epidemic, there is currently inadequate time to address the most pressing needs and challenges that K-12 educators are facing during this pandemic. Because of the pandemic's effects on teachers working in junior and senior high school, pedagogy was influenced by both students and teachers. It is advised that Department of Education officials and school principals prepare for future catastrophes. This preparation should involve developing explicit emergency plans, incorporating online components and trainings into existing face-to-face sessions, and providing professional development for teachers. These are the outputs of our research.
Good morning, everyone. So, Carpascan National High School is very much grateful to have Dr. Romy B. Moralista for one of our instructors as he handed down the different types of learning materials, the instructional materials for us that talks about entrepreneurship, ICT computer hardware services, and of course, the practical research, the ICT illustration, and technical writing, the personal and entrepreneurial competencies and markets, the useful for life electrical installation and maintenance, agriculture and horticulture, as well as nail care, and useful for life for dressmaking. So these instructional materials are very much important in the teaching and learning process, as we are now on the face-to-face learning delivery modality. So, Sir Romy, thank you so much for remembering Carpascan National High School. Rest assured that we will be utilizing these instructional materials all throughout the year.